Alrighty, good morning everyone. Welcome to another how-to video for Grassroots Roleplay. We're going to be doing a character creation is what we're going to be doing today. How to properly create your character in the CAD system. So hopefully we can negate some of the confusion on it. You can use this as a training aid. And if there's any updates, I'll make sure to update the video as we go. So as you can see, I'm in the FiveM server now, right here. And first thing you need to do is you actually need to have a character created in the game. So with the character in the game, excuse me, that you've already created, I use vMenu. So my character is already created with the MPPED customization option in vMenu. So, but once you go through and finish creating your character, you'll see right here. This one is going to be Cletus, right there. Okay. Now we have Cletus. Oops. So create your character, Cletus Jim. Alrighty. You can see when you create a character, you won't have cookies or lockpicks. Those are something I put on there for testing purposes. But you'll come with a phone, a driver's license, and an ID card. Now, if you look carefully in the bottom right-hand corner, when you hover over these, it will tell you the information that you're going to need. So let me get this to a better spot. There we go. Down the right hand corner it says the CSN is your civilian service number. That is used by our framework in the database to tell me what exact person this is in the database. I can use that number to search and get any information that I need off of there. Driver's license, as you can see down the bottom, it says it's a Class C driver's license. That is literally a license that everyone gets. And it is for driving personal vehicles, not commercial, not industrial, not taxis, not limos, nothing like that. This is literally just for a personal vehicle. Not even motorcycles. So if you want a motorcycle, you're going to have to update your stuff. So, but first things first, what we need in here, you can get your phone number, which is optional. To do so, you pull out your phone, go into your settings. There's your phone number. Okay, I'm gonna write mine down because I haven't done that yet. 859-358-6333. Okay, so that's for Cletus. Let's back out of here. Okay, so once you have your character created, you have your name, your phone number. All these are unique per character, not per account. So every character will have their own CSN and all that fun stuff. So once you are done creating your character, you're going to want to find a place like where I'm at right now, with a plain background wall. I could even go in here and do it if I wanted to. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come in here, find a good spot for them, and then you're going to take a screenshot of it. So F12, down the bottom right hand corner, you can see where, well, you may not have seen it, but it pulls up a little box. If you have Steam, it'll say screenshot and give you kind of a preview of it. The reason why we want a screenshot, you could even do a print screen. If you do print screen, you open up Paint, paste it, and then crop it to that size, which I can show you here. I just did that myself. That way I could show you, but we need a mugshot or a picture to go into your character profile that's on the CAD. That way we know it's actually the character we're dealing with. Without that picture, we're only going off what you say, and without being an admin that has access to the database, we won't know just by your CSN. So there's really no point in not having a picture. So if you don't know how to do a picture, this is how you do a picture. F12 for Steam users will screenshot your frame. It's basically a print screen. And then when you go into Steam, I'm gonna change this. Let me see, display capture. I'm actually gonna swap over to display capture. That way you guys can see it. There we go. Yep. Okay. So if I hit this, yep, there we go. Okay. So I print screened, which is the button that is to the right of F12. It says PRT SCR. It also says SYS RQ. But the print screen button literally takes a direct image of what your screens show. If you have one screen, it's literally that whole screen. If you have two screens, it's both screens. So you got to be careful about this. So what you do, once I hit print screen, I'm going to go into here. I'm just going to type paint. So hit your Windows key, which is the one between the left control and left alt. Or you can press control and escape at the same time to bring up your start menu and just type paint. Hit enter. And it will bring up paint. Now, once you bring up paint, you can either file. Look, I forgot they changed it. You can either. No, I'm losing it. Okay. Paste. So click home and hit paste right there, and it will paste your image. Now notice it's got a lot of stuff on there. See, that's my second screen. So if you have two screens, it will copy both screens. This is why we need to crop it. So once you get to here and you got the image there, take your crop, which is right there. Okay? Crop it. Now, you don't need a lot. Right there. Basically waist and above. Then you hit the crop button again. Now there's your picture. Now what you're going to do is you're going to save it. And then when you save it, name it your character's name or whatever you know, and put it in a location that you know where it's going to be, because you're going to use that picture to upload into the CAD. I am not going to save this because I did my screenshot, and that's the way that one works. Now, for those of you that have Steam, let me see if I can pull up Steam real quick. Yes, you guys can see what games I play. That doesn't bother me. Basically, you're not going to, if you go into Grand Theft Auto 5, right, you're not going to see Grand Theft Auto. You're going to see Grand Theft Auto 5, but you're not going to see any screenshots. It says I have 30 screenshots. That's not right. So what you need to do is you need to go into your main library. Okay, right here where it says Source SDK Base 2007. That is FiveM. So you click on this. Okay, and you can see some shots right there. There's my most recent screenshot. Your screenshots are here. If you don't see what you want in here, just go to Manage Screenshots. Now it'll pop open a box, as you can see. Now you can hit Show on Disk. Alrighty. So when you click Show on Disk, it's going to open the folder with all the screenshots. As you can see, it's in kind of a funky location. But these are all the screenshots that I have of all my FiveM outings. And usually the last one that's in there, or the latest one that's in there, is the one that you're going to want, which would be this one. So, that being said, let's hop over to the CAD system so we can go from here. So, right there. Okay, now, I'm making Cletus. As you can see, Cletus has not been made in here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Create Citizen. This is where you choose your file to upload. Alright? So you choose file. For me, I've got my screenshots saved under a hot link. So I can just scroll all the way down. If you saved it to another folder, feel free to save it to another folder. If you moved it to another folder from your screenshots, just make sure you know where it's at. But right there. So then you can crop it once it's in there. See? Basically, headshot and up. So that's where you're going to crop it so you get your character's picture just right. Save. Okay. So the name that you're going to have for him is Cletus. Right? Jim is his surname. That would be the last name for those that don't know what surname is. Okay, now birth date. We did have the birth date, right? You should know this by adding it. His was April 12th of 1978. So I'm going to go back into here. Right there. 4/12/1978. Okay. Don't worry about the social security number. It will assign you a social security number. Do not put anything in here. The database will automatically give it to you once this is done. So, gender, he is a male. He is a beyond white guy. Hair color, blonde. Eye color, blue. Weight, I'm going to say he's about 175 pounds. And height, you can give him whatever height you want. I do by inches, so, you know, whatever you do, remember you got to divide it by 12, and that'll tell you how tall they are. So I'm going to do 73 inches. 73 inches should be 6'1". Okay, now, address. This is where you guys have the freedom to choose whatever you want. Okay, so come onto the map, find a place. Cletus is going to be living in Sandy, so I'm going to make sure that he's got a Sandy address. I'm going to put 3013. Okay. 3013 Marina Drive. Now, make sure you have the street name, because obviously 3013, you can see, has quite a few buildings in there, which means it could be on any of these streets where the driveway is. Mine is going to be Marina Drive. So 3013 Marina Drive. Let's go ahead and go back to this. So for here, you don't put the postal here. You just type in Marina Drive right there. Now here is where you put it in, 3013. That's where you put your postal in. Alrighty. So right there, there's that. Next, phone number. If you want to put your phone number in, this is where you put it in. 859-358-6333. Right there. Occupation. He is going to be a tow driver, because I made him specifically for towing and driving trucks. So that's the tow driver. As you can see, phone number. Both are optional. You do not have to put those in if you don't want to. So going next, hey Baskin, and yeah, Zachary, you can use a snipping tool too. Sorry for not going into the comments and the chat too much. I've been focused. But there you go. So that's what you're gonna do. You can add a history, you could say, if you wanted to do like a records, if they've been arrested or if they've been having citations from other places before they moved in, stuff like that. You can create all that here. I'm not going to go over that because I prefer that our citizens start with a clean slate. That's how we do it. Excuse me. So from here, next is not going to be an option for you, because unless you're an LEO or FD or EMS, those are the only three positions that will allow you to have this officer tab, and you have to have the permissions set by admins in the back, so most of you will not have that. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit create. Now there you go. This is Cletus. Now, here is the important part. As you can see, no tickets, no warnings, no arrests, no weapons, no vehicles, no medical records, nothing. You can see they do have driver's licenses, which are kind of awkward, because it just automatically puts those in there. I don't know how to keep it from doing that. But you can see here, it gives you all your information. There's your social security number, there's your address, there's your phone number, occupation, all the information you need to know about your character. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come up here. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's going to let me. View citizen. Edit citizen. Okay, it's not going to let me, which is absolutely stupid. I will get that figured out, though. Because there should be a way for you guys to modify your weapons, or not weapons, your licenses. See, I can get it right here, which I'll have to figure that out. But anyways, when you guys get this opportunity, come in here, select what licenses you want your guy to have. Okay, Obviously, you're not going to have a driver's license for a firearm license. So here's your driver's license right there. Okay, now here's all the license categories that you're going to be able to have, okay, for a driver's license. So for a driver's license, if you're wanting to do a taxi or a limo, you're going to select chauffeurs. If you're going to ride a motorcycle, you're going to do a motorcycle. The driver's license is for a driver's license, so that will automatically be selected. As you can see, you can add more than one. He's going to have a CDLA because he has a CDL for driving tow trucks and 18-wheelers and stuff like that. CDLB is for like box trucks, tow trucks, well, dump trucks, stuff like that, heavier ones. And then CDLC is for tow trucks. I'm sorry, not B. So C is for tow trucks, A is for 18-wheelers, B is for like industrial equipment stuff. Then chauffeurs, again, is for limos, taxis, stuff like that. Motorcycle, self-explanatory. I'm not going to give him a motorcycle license. So for here, I'm going to give him a firearm license right there. And he's just going to have a pistol license. He's not going to have concealed. Okay. So if you have a boating license that you want, you know, fishing, boating, that would be under your water licenses. Hunting would also be under your firearms licenses. So if you want to do hunting, stuff like that, that would be where you would go for that. Not trying to mind you, Baskins. How you doing, brother? So this is where you're going to set up all your licenses. If you want to be a pilot for like a helicopter or a commercial jet liner or something like that, flying people from Los Santos to Paleto or Sandy, anywhere, and you want to be in the air, this is where you would get it. And then save, and then it will update all your stuff, as you can see. Now, this is useful for you guys to do, because right now I'm in my officer tab. As you can see, this is where my officer dashboard is. So when officers interact with you and they need to look you up, they can do their name search. Cletus Jim. So search, there's Cletus Jim. Okay. So when I look you up, I can see you have a CDLA or a driver's license or any other licenses that you have. So what this means is that if you are driving an 18-wheeler, for example, and you do not have a CDLA attached to your license or your character profile, you will be cited and likely arrested for driving a commercial vehicle without the proper endorsements, which is key to have those in there. So once you have all that set up, as you can see, he's in there. You can see him even in here. It'll say it here. So that's how you go about setting up your characters properly. It needs to have a picture. As you can see, we have quite a few people that don't have pictures with their characters. So any one of these people that do not have a picture with their character will need to get their pictures up. That way we can have it updated as needed. Now, I am going to be looking into the license stuff for everyone, but if you have a character right now that you cannot edit the licenses on, you need to let me know. That way I can get you the proper licensing in there, submit something on Discord under the judicial stuff for licensing, and just say, hey, I need my license updated. This is what I need. I just created a character, and I'll make sure it's happened. Me or one of the dev guys in the background or back end will make sure that you guys have what you need. So that being said, that's how you do your character creation. Like I said, it's very straightforward. We are working on changes, making things work a little easier for everyone. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have you guys able to modify your own licenses. I believe I set that to be that way, but apparently it wasn't working, or else you would have a little edit button right here. So I'll make sure that I get that modified for you guys. Also, if you cancel. If you have a character that dies, please mark them as deceased. Do not delete them. This way we know that that character has died and is not still kicking around somewhere. So there you guys go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us on the Discord or comment on the video. I'm sure I'll be more than happy to give you the information that you're looking for. But that's how you create a character properly for grassroots roleplay. And from here, we won't have any issues. All right, guys. Thank you. It's going to be a short video, so have yourselves a good one, and I'll catch you guys on my next one. Thanks.